body responds to his closeness, dearly familiar and almost kind. My breath stops, is stopped. My breath holds itself, forgets itself under his thumbs, then gasps and is forced, quiescent. I have already disappeared up the smoky trail, out the top of head into wide blue sky, a buzz as of bees in the cool expanse of air. Strange croaks seem to start in my gullet and travel up with me into the vast and empty. I am flying. Mewling, I hover, open my new eyes to glimpse our roof, so puny from this height, beyond him, beyond myself, above. Violent shaking startles me out of freedom, a sudden updraft. I'm being pulled down the vortex of consciousness, back into a body I thought I'd surrendered. The sound in my ear, Carol, Carol, and no song but choking, roaring, nothing but his voice, loud as Poseidon in a seashell in my ear. He's really done it now. I swim in an ocean of blood. Swirling red currents fill each cranny of consciousness, and this time I go under, diving, divining down. When I emerge, he is gone, but the room is swirling around me in colors of other travels. Turkish scarlet cushions, Moroccan striped curtains, dance a jig of molecules that confuse my senses. I am lying on the couch. I shut my eyes again, not to see, not to hear his footsteps running closer, water soaking my head. I look at him. A yellow cast of fear lies over last red flares of rage on his face. But the hands that hold the basin barely tremble. If you've quite recovered, he announces, his voice oddly strangled. I'm off to town. Just take it easy. You'll be all right, he commands. Irony of statement, concern of question, or relief, it doesn't matter. Pain neatly divides head from shoulders. Voice creaks like something inanimate outside its box. Words, the ability to make words, gone. Phrases flutter and dissolve. I'll be all right. Something automatic, something ancient in me is attempting re-entry. All right, just go. He is already gone. A flash of yellow bike. Silence, except for the buzz of wasp in my head. Wasp words ring in my ears. Can either of us remember what it had been about this time? His jealousy of my phantom lover? The one that got away? Who knew for sure what had happened? What is this complicity between us? Already it's as if nothing at all had happened. We can talk to no one, certainly not each other, about this sudden black hole. The mind fields in ordinary conversation that suddenly erupt. Because most often they're not there. The house is simply a house. The scene domestic with cat and kids and cauliflower on the stove. I can talk to no one. I cannot talk. when I try. Family or friends all told me it was none of their business. Not to interfere, not to know. I made my bed, now lie in it, lie. When I did call the police, they listened intently to my story. Is the perpetrator your husband, ma'am? Yes. I'm sorry, we do not interfere in cases of domestic assault. Thank you for calling the precinct. The dial tone still rings in my ears. And where could I go to anyway? On my own with 2 kids and no money and a body that will not move. Shame. I wrap it around me to keep warm as if it were my own, protecting me from the eyes of neighbors, hiding black and yellowing bruises under sleeves and stockings. What have I done? Dishes drying in the sink? What has he done? The fingers I've studied so closely, bald sentinels, drumming action, beating to their own rhythm, the jazz that syncopates sudden movement. My glasses hang by a wire arm, frame twisted, retribution then contrition. Pain is finite after all. It comes back begging. I pride myself on the ability to forgive that's been bred into me. A flip of power and I get whatever I want. He does whatever I want. Until resentment steams over again next time. No, there will be no next time. There's never going to be a next time. This I believe on faith. This he believes on faith. When he returns after the kids are asleep, he knows he has changed. He knows his ire has disappeared forever, as if it never was. I know there is no more fear. I pray there is no more fear. We hold onto each other all night without a word. Stealthily, while his breathing deepens, I practice opening and closing my throat for when the words come. If I could speak, for when I will speak. My jaw creaks on its wrenched hinge. His thumbs are imprinted on either side of my windpipe like black sentinels. For days, I wear a long turquoise scarf and go around pretending I am Isadora Duncan, pretending I could fly. Secretly unwinding my scarf, I inspect the delicate progression of bruises. A circle of yellow surrounds the thumbprint. I think I can make out the actual whorls that are the perimeter. Black fades to purple, then softens to a yellowish center. In the mirror, that face that is not mine looks out at me from the telescope distance of time, wrinkled, thin, with the patience of years. Her eyes clear and almost wise, assuring. She is somebody I will become. The face I will grow into someday.